Welcome to the presentation of our new product, the TeraSys Ultra, which is a new terahertz instrument covering the whole frequency range from 0.3 to 20 terahertz. I will show you how to use our new device, what are the new exciting features such as terahertz bandwidth and real-time acquisition. At the end of the video, we show different examples of terahertz measurements done with our instrument that validate its performance. The TeraSys Ultra is a terahertz spectrometer that measures the optical properties of samples in the frequency range from 0.3 to 20 terahertz. It features measurements done in transmission, reflection, and imaging. Transmission and reflection can be done as well as 2D imaging of samples. The special feature of this time domain spectrometer is the use of our in-house grown organic nonlinear optical crystals with highest optical nonlinearities to generate and detect terahertz radiation very efficiently. The system is very easy to use and is controlled with a laptop with dedicated software. The device can be opened from the top to introduce the sample to be investigated. The sample compartment can be purged with nitrogen in order to measure in a dry atmosphere. The parameters for the measurement can be set in the software, then all is ready to start the measurement. The result is a time domain signal. The dedicated software automatically calculates the terahertz spectrum. In the case the device with laser needs service, access is easy just by opening the cover. Here you see the device in full operation in real time. To better illustrate the speed of the measurement, we open the cover to see the movement of the delay line. Measurements can be done at a speed up to 4 spectra per second. The software calculates the THC spectrum in real time. You can stop the measurement and save the results as soon as you reach the precision required. Here we show an example of a broadband THC spectrum recorded with our TeraSys Ultra. For comparison, the typical spectrum obtained using photoconductive antennas and the results using our previous device, the TeraKit. The TeraSys Ultra can measure up to 20 terahertz in both options, transmission and reflection. Now let's go to a few application examples. In our first example, you see the comparison between dry and humid atmosphere. The absorption lines of water are clearly resolved. The best resolution for the absorption lines can be as low as 10 GHz or 0.3 inverse centimeters. Next is a spectrum of the organic material called OH1. The full bandwidth up to 20 terahertz is resolved. The arrows show the resonances measured with classical far infrared spectrometry. Next is a spectrum of sugar. The arrows show the resonances measured with classical far infrared spectrometry. And here we have the terahertz measurement of aspirin for a thin and a thick example. And finally, the results for paracetamol. With the TeraSys Ultra, it is possible to measure the thickness of thin layers, for example, a polymer on a substrate. The spectrum on the right shows a time domain signal of the reference, as well as the reflections of the first two surfaces, allowing the measurement of the thickness of the substrate. If you're interested in our device or have questions, feel free to contact us. We invite you to have a look at the other pages in our webpage.